Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a journey from Bury Road down to Riverside Hospital, and we begin our journey on Bury Road in the quieter northern side of Bacolod, and it is a spot that's slowly changing with new homes popping up and new stores. As you can see, the McDonald's up there on the right hand side. And as we weave through this light traffic, we are going to take a left turn onto Cordovia Avenue. And this is a road that will lead its way up through a mix of residential and commercial units. As you can see, these residential units, some here on the left, and there is a gated subdivision further up on the left. And in fact, there's a couple of them along here. So the pace of the city is going to start picking up because we're going to start passing the Queen of Mercy Hospital, and it is a landmark in this part of town. It's quiet, it's modest, but it's always busy. And life always seems to be a bit more serious around hospitals. But we're going to continue on, hopefully not getting stuck behind tricycles or jeepneys. So in the top here, we're going to turn left, and this little stretch does seem like a bit of a shortcut through somebody's neighbourhood once we get past all these cars. And there is some nice smelling food stalls along here. And there's a lot of charm down along this street, and it is quite actually nice. And there are more residential units all around this area as well. You wouldn't believe you're in this leafy suburb. You're actually quite central of Bacolod. And we're going to take a right to La Salle Avenue. If we were to carry on going straight, there are more residential units, and it does do a U-turn and comes round. But this area on the right-hand side is a new development area. So they are selling the plots of land. I think it's called Central Avenue. But I know we'll pull in and have a look at the sign so I can remember. As you can see, it's a brilliant wide road here on the La Salle Ave with lots of green space. Yes, they're going to have some houses in here, but it's still developed with green spaces. So yeah, this central Ave, we're going to take a right, so we look down at the sign and then we'll come back up. But the little sales office is just up on the right hand side where that red car is. So here we are, central with a big E. Now we're going to keep going down La Salle Avenue, and you'll see it start getting a bit busy because the hum of the city is going to start kicking in. And there are lots of cafes, convenience stores, motorbikes darting in and out. And this area does hum with student life because we will pass the University of La Salle. So you've got one school here on the right hand side, and there's a lot of education establishments down this road, as well as the university. And for those that worry, do I wear a helmet? When I'm in the city, yes, I do. So now you're seeing some of the little cafes and shops along here, on the right hand side. Don't fancy them pushing that bike. You've got the hub, which is co-working and food. So I'm going to do a quick pit stop here. We're going to go to Gunnies all day breakfast and burgers. So if you want an American burger, this is the place to come. And Gunny, God bless his soul, he's an ex-Marine, you know, and you can see he's passionate about his service time, and it is good to see. But you know, he does wish he was a sapper. So this is Gunny's here. So we'll have a quick look around inside. So this is the outside, with the old cam net, you know, and he's got a bit OTT in my taste with some of his marine stuff, but it's what makes him different. Yeah, and different's a good thing here in Bacolod. You know, and if you don't know what the Marines are, they're the Navy's version of the Army. And the Navy's a great organisation. It goes on ships, you know, it takes its airmen and its Marines, you know, they go on like 5,000
Yeah,
deployed,
and
you know,
his very different,
and then when they come back, there's 2,500 couples.
all to do with the US Marines.
So this is the inside, you know, and he's really keen. But my
He's got some cool.
the bit I
He does
like the
have some cool
best
things in here.
is the far corner. He's got loads of models. He's got loads of pictures of his service.
Airplanes.
You know, he's got Gunnies mugs if you want to buy a mug.
And if you really want to support him, you can even buy his mugs.
You know, to support him out. And, you know, he's got his old Jack Daniels.
Pictures of his service.
Surprise there.
Well, this is the
And he's got his, you know, POWMIA, which I think is pretty cool. And, you know, he's got all sorts of good stuff. You've got to have a good look around in here. And I've got to admit, the burgers look awesome in here. I can never order a burger because I can't eat the burger, the bun. But they look awesome. I just can't bear to order a naked burger. So we're going to set off again. It's a cool place, and I would recommend anybody, if you're wanting a proper American burger, I would go there. It's far better than that McDonald's rubbish. So to the left is the university, and we're going to hang a left and carry on down to the bottom. And unfortunately, as we get down here, the craziness of Bacolod traffic comes along. Thankfully, the big truck let me out. But it has got a good vibe down this area, you know. The food. There's many food places, and they are all good down here. Probably the worst place along here is McDonald's at the bottom. Yeah, it's chaos. Somebody's double parked. And it's a nice thing about the push bike, you can actually weave in and out of the cars for a while. But all this traffic was caused by a moron in a pickup. And they're the same world over. I think you get a pickup truck and a lobotomy. So at the end, we're going to turn on to Gunnies Drive, and this is really busy and chaotic. Down this area, there's a mix of clinics, shops. There are, you know, all of the different shops, but it's always busy. You know, and it doesn't help that the main Riverside Hospital is at the end, and that is always busy. You know, but it is a good place if you want to check up, and it is one of the most easiest recognisable landmarks in Bacolod. You know, and it is a big medical hub in the cities. But trying to park, I wouldn't like to come down here in a car, because trying to find a parking space around here must be murder. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed the journey, you know, and you've seen another part of Bacolod, you know, on two wheels. You know, and if you like it, give us a thumbs up. You know, if you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. But, you know, drop us a comment. You know, what parts of Bacolod would you like to see? And have a great day and take care.